Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of From Nothing, Lorna's story. We are resuming our adventure aboard the Silver Express. You have just sent a message to Hushen and gotten a return back. And now, as
It was dissatisfactory.
Okay, well...
Or unsatisfactory. I don't know what the difference is.
dissatisfactory, I think.
Yeah. So she's going to expend another third level spell slot to send sending again. And it is going to go as follows. Since his was, if this is a provocation, it is unwise, she's going to open her sending with, not a provocation. I desire a meeting outside of Arcanium walls for personal reasons, mostly regarding your and Adora's history and my current pact.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Or a deception check, I suppose.
No deception, all persuasion. Dirty 20.
With a 20. Okay. The response that comes takes a few moments. Then allow a visitation to your mind in the ether when you sleep. I will invoice a fee if this is frivolous.
Lorna just kind of laughs at the idea of like the invoice of the waste of his time and figures that whatever she says, he's probably going to charge her for his time because Lily told her in advance that he will likely find whatever she has to say pointless. But she still is going to want to do this. Does she think that she has to do anything in particular besides consent to him?
No.
This evening when he tries? Because she has her medallion on. Does she think she has to take that off?
Roll Arcana.
Okay. Natural 1.
You have no fucking clue.
She's going to take when she goes to bed, she is going to take the necklace off, so that he doesn't get waylaid by it, because the master complained about the necklace too. And she just really hopes that the master doesn't try to do anything this evening. Like, come to her dreams and punch her.
Okay.
She's a little nervous, but she asked.
Yeah?
She can't imagine how pissed off Hushen would be if he was like, all right, I'm gonna, like, meet you just like you asked me to, and then he couldn't because of the locket. He was like, this stupid bitch. I'm gonna kill her extra hard now. Wasting my time and effort.
Okay, so it's getting later in the evening as the tram is making its way. Go ahead, roll me a D100.
Okay. Lorna is really determined for her team and her to just have a nice trip. She's, like, encouraging them to, like, relax, do whatever they want, read, talk to other people, just whatever they want. I rolled a 95. Eat good food. She's doing that herself.
Okay. Yeah, the journey is comfortable. It's a slice of something that you haven't really experienced in a long time. You are doted upon in the luxury car and the passenger car by the various staff that manage the Silver Express. There are, every like 30 minutes, there is a steward cart that rolls its way up the passenger car and then through the luxury car. And on its way, it has all sorts of things on it, and it seems to change every time it goes through the cars. Foods, drinks, snacks, desserts, pastries, games, toys, trinkets, ways to pass the time. With a 95, when it does come around mealtime, you and your team are all served the same meal. There's no real question about it. There's no options. There's no menu. You and your entire team are served turkey dinner. So like a huge slice of turkey breast, vegetables, potatoes, a big loaf of bread to be divvied up amongst all of you. When you eat it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that won't go away.
Nice.
And I will account for that on your party. Hold on. As the suns are setting and the tram continues its journey, the tram slowly begins to, slow. Its velocity decreases. Lilith kind of like is peering out of the windows. Do we know if there's a stop or
There's got to be a checkpoint. They mentioned it because of the war. Or maybe even before that, but it makes sense that they'd want to make sure there's nothing wrong or things are getting smuggled or stuff like that. I assume this is probably just scheduled.
All right.
But,
it's just the tram.
Ready.
Yeah, the trams in
We should
Ceres
always
never
be
stopped.
ready. I think this is a little different.
She looks a little nervous, but she does sit back and just wait.
Lorna pats the bag of holding with all of their weapons in it. Just says, stay close.
Out of curiosity, is there a way we can, I don't know, keep that in a place we all have access to it whenever, we're asleep or we're in different cars or something?
Different cars, less so, because if we're in different cars, then someone can't be near it. But while we're sleeping, we should just make sure that we're all in the same location, or at least close to it.
I mean, you saw how small the sleeper cars are, right?
How many would it comfortably sleep?
4. And it's not comfortable. It's a little cramped.
Well, how about we divvy up sleeping arrangements with the people who need to sleep closest to the bag are the ones that really rely on their weaponry. Like, Anscombe doesn't because, she kind of looks at him meaningfully, and Skolna doesn't. So,
My goodness,
6
can
of
you
us.
be away from your lovey-dovey boyfriend for a whole night?
Oh, I guess so. Anscombe, Skolna, do you mind sleeping in the other car? Because everybody else will need to be able to get to the bag if they need to.
That's fine. I understand not everyone has the same talents.
Has your fantastic ability.
Darn right. Tara's just,
And Skolna can, of course, summon anything whenever she wants to.
Anscombe looks at Skolna and says, she can?
Oh, yeah.
He kind of narrows his eyes, and Skolna just looks back at him and shrugs.
You've never seen her pull a dagger out of nothing?
Well, I just assumed it was a trick. A trick of the eye.
Yes, Anscombe. I'm not saying she actually uses magic.
Well, okay, as if we're not living in a realm where magic is commonplace.
Or just pats him on the back.
Okay, so me, Tier, and Nore are bunking with you.
That's right. And I guess 7 of us. Burke. Burke didn't have to check any weapons with Lorna, did he?
No.
He doesn't have anything particularly long.
He doesn't use weapons.
Yeah. Oh, Burke didn't even pay for a sleeper car.
You're right.
He was fine.
Sleeps in the passenger car.
Do they just sleep in their seats?
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're actually, as you're looking at the benches, they each have, a rising back, and the back folds backwards, so it doesn't actually look that bad.
Sure, but, Lorna's noble and used to luxury.
Okay, you're telling God that.
I'm telling God that. I'm not sharing that with any NPC.
Yeah, the NPCs are just doop-a-doo.
Well, they all know to expect that from her.
It's true. Whereas God has no idea.
Yeah.
As Yeah, Burke didn't have to check any weapons. And when you seen him fight, he doesn't use weapons. He just
Yeah, he fist fighted,
he
fought,
bare
fist fought.
knuckles everything.
Yeah.
And honestly, he doesn't fight much. It seems like he is like trying to
I mean,
avoid
he's in
skirmish and
the training aspect of his
yeah.
clerical duties, I suppose, as opposed to the fighting part.
As you are like killing time and waiting, you actually do spot Burke, like the bench behind you, and he has his head down and he's writing in this dense book.
Huh.
He
I
doesn't.
respect it.
He doesn't
Lorna's
say.
like, yeah, I also do that.
Yeah, he seems like just at a glance from where you're looking, his handwriting is clearly like very copperplate.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a scribe. Like it's very meticulous, and he's writing with that awkward raised wrist practice that prevents any ink from smearing.
Yep.
It looks like it. Oh, I mean, you're familiar with it. You've done it yourself, but you remember how long it took you to learn how to do it. And just how much focus and muscle strength it requires, and that he's doing it on the tram. Well, the tram is not bumpy. It is also not perfect, and there is the occasional like sway as the tram hits one of the stone guides and stuff. And it's a little daunting, the idea of trying to write something perfectly and legibly on the tram, and he's managing it.
Lorna respects his dedication and diligence.
Well, is there anything you'd like to do to pass the time, or shall we proceed?
Nothing special.
Okay, then we move on to the evening on the tram. Let me just proceed here. The tram travels onward, and it does eventually stop. Stops for maybe 20 minutes. There's no announcements. There's no entry into either car. You just can see out the windows there are a whole lot of Aurelian soldiers. A lot of them are on horse, and they are like riding up and down the length of the tram. You hear conversations going on outside. None of them are raised, and none of them seem energetic. Everyone seems bored, but professional, like they're just doing their assigned tasks. This is what they have to do to move on with their lives on to the next day. And eventually, the tram slowly begins to glide into motion again. As it does, everyone else in your party was pretty relaxed about it, but Lilith's shoulders were up by her ears.
Well, she's also the target of assassination plots, so
Yeah.
I get it.
As the tram glides on back up to full speed, you see Lilith visibly relaxes. I mean, I know it makes sense that they would have checkpoints and stuff. But still, it's hard not to feel on edge.
It's nice that we can have a day or two without thinking someone's going to try to kill us in our sleeps. Our sleeps?
I
Our
really
sleep?
wish you would stop saying that.
Is it like a knock on wood sort of thing?
Yeah, that only works so many times. That's like the third time you've tested fate.
Lorna knocks on wood anyways.
Yeah. Break your knuckles doing it as much as you do.
That's why I use the prosthetic.
That's worse. Because that thing shatters, it doesn't heal. You have to get another one.
It's magic. It's not going to break. She knocks on the wood again at that, too.
Goodness. Fucking hell. Lilith just shakes her head and takes a long drink from one of the provided wineskins by the carts. How drunk is Lorna getting on this tram ride? Because it seems
Not
like...
much.
Okay.
She's having a very classy amount of wine. You know, she's not a public intoxication kind of person.
The tram...
Unless she's in a tavern, but that's where you're supposed to drink.
Uh-huh. The tram is not providing any hard spirits, but wine and ale are available in abundance. It seems as though they want everyone to enjoy the ride, but not become nuisances.
Messy. Yeah. So she'll have a wine every couple hours, just
Sure.
when it feels nice and appropriate.
Well, as the evening presses on into night. All right, so we should probably try and sort out how we're going to bed.
What do you mean, how? Usually you lay down and you shut your eyes and you hope for the best.
This was me trying to ferry us on off to the sleeper cars and leave
Oh,
Burke
so we'll just
alone.
say that.
All right, time to go to bed, everyone. And Tier just leaves.
Lorna laughs and follows after him.
I don't think he's accustomed to, something doing the moving for him.
Yeah, he's just beside himself without something to do.
Well, it's not like I'm not the one who has to find everywhere we camp every night and then make sure that those perimeters are clear. Make sure we have right food, get food prepared, get fires started. It's not like it's my job every night we're on the road.
Thank you for finding the sleeping car, JR. I'm sure we would have been lost without you.
Yeah, you would have. And he walks into him. Behind you, Nora just says, I think we touched a nerve.
No, he's fine.
Sure he will be. But he does seem a little sensitive sometimes. I heard that.
Well, that didn't help.
It's okay to be sensitive. Women like it.
It's true.
Tyr, pops his head out and looks square at Anscombe. And he just says, you are not in any place to give me any advice on womenizing. Or menizing. Go to bed. And then his head disappears back in the sleeper car. As you, Lilith, and Nore walk into that same sleeper car, so the benches in the sleeper car, they will, so there's a table that folds down from the wall. Tier has folded it up. And it is basically flush against the side of the tram. Uh-oh, did I lose you?
Okay.
As you enter the car, you see that the folding table that comes down off the wall is now flush up against the side of the tram as Tier has pushed it up against it. You see that the soft, luxurious, futons, the couches that are on each side of the sleeper car, they fold outward so that they are each like a double bed. And then there's the room in between them is it shrinks from basically 8 feet to 3 feet. So you can squeeze between them, but it's not comfortable to try and sit. As you and Tier and Lilith and Nore kind of quickly sort out who's sleeping where, Nore just looks at Tier and then looks at you. And Nore says, you mind sharing a bed?
Sure.
Perfect. And then she looks at Tier and says, no hard feelings, but there's hard feelings. All right, I get it. I'm not in...
It's a rough evening for Tier.
Yeah, he's just getting the short end here. And Lilith looks at Tier and says, you try anything? Tier says, what the hells? I'm not the sort. Come on. No, it's just, I'm kidding. Sit the fuck down. And
go ahead.
The couches are pulled out into the beds, and as, the provided quilts are, pulled out, you and your party all settle down in that sleeper car. It becomes immediately clear it's going to get really warm in here really fast with 4 people.
Does the window come down?
Yeah, it cracks.
Hopefully no one will sneak in and stab us in our sleep like Lilith is worried about.
Hopefully.
But as everyone's kind of settling down, Lorna will kind of pipe up and say, so I have a meeting tonight that I wanted to let everybody know about. Do you
Oh,
remember
is
the
now the time? Right now? As
sort
he's
of?
completely horizontal.
It doesn't, I'm not expecting anything to happen, but I just want in case anything does. So, do you remember the fox devil that runs the Arcanium?
Oh, yeah, I remember him really well. I remember him talking to you about how many souls you owed or something like
I don't
that.
owe him any more souls. That was mostly sorted out. So I asked to speak with him on personal terms, and he said that he would visit me in my sleep tonight. So I just wanted you to know that that was happening.
I want you to know that of everyone I've ever met in my life, you have perhaps the worst knack for timing of anyone I've ever known.
Is this a bad time?
What I mean by that is, you're telling us this as we're buckled into bed with you in a sleeper car traveling. It's.
I'm not worried. Like, he's not
He's.
going to take over my body and have me attack you guys. I'm worried
He's,
that he's going to hurt me while I sleep.
he's coming here.
No, he's coming to my dreams.
Oh. So weird shit's gonna happen in your head?
Sure. Well, if
Just
he's
another
polite,
Tuesday, really.
yeah, that's true. Hopefully, he just shows up, I say my piece, he might reply and then leave. But I have been injured in my dreams before by someone who was in it, with what I'm assuming is a similar or the same spell. So if I'm like freaking out, like I don't think I'm gonna hurt any of you, and I don't think he's coming here in material. So I don't think there's any risk to you guys. I'm just saying that something might happen to me if he gets upset, which I don't think he will. I just wanted you all to know that it was happening because I like transparency in this group.
You couldn't have said that when we were all together, you know.
I just didn't. I didn't really think about it, and Anscombe and Skolnar aren't even in this car, so it didn't seem pertinent.
Alright. Well, alright, if she stops breathing,
Wake me up, I guess.
I can do that at least. Or at least, try and pump the life back into you somehow.
I truly believe nothing will happen. Mostly because the whole reason I made a pact with his superior is so that there's a lot of reasons I did that, but he cannot directly harm me with that pact in place because of his boss. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just want to clear the air between us so that he doesn't try any loopholes in the future, because that is possible.
Alright. I mean, best of luck, I suppose.
Thanks. See, it's no big deal. I do have to take my proof against my necklace of proof against detection off
Why?
so that he can access my dreams. Right? Does that make sense?
Norrie looks at you. That amulet protects you from divination.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of dream, the same spell I'm thinking of, that's not divination.
Oh, I don't have to take the necklace off?
I don't think so.
Are you 100% sure? Because I don't want to leave it on and then, like block his call, because I feel like that would really piss him off.
Well, I rolled a 21 on Arcana, so I feel like I might know that dream is an illusion spell.
Well, then how come the master hasn't paid a visit to my dreams just to be mean to me? That feels like something that she would do. Maybe it's not worth her.
Norrie looks at Lilith, and Lilith looks at you, and Lilith just shrugs. I suppose we could ask her.
I'd rather not until we meet her and then we put her down. Okay, I guess I won't take the necklace off. I hope you're right.
Norrie just shrugs and says, I'm usually right.
It's true. Well, good night. She'll just shimmy under the covers like she has not a care in the world.
Okay. As you settle in, try and
Does that
prepare.
mean Anscombe and Skolna both have that next sleeper car and they both get a big double bed to themselves?
Yeah.
That's so funny. And we're all just like,
Yeah, they all seem so like you can picture
they're
just
just like,
like
cool.
yeah. Anscombe's like fully stretched out. And
Mhm.
Skolna is like curled up like a cat in a bed that's way too big for it. Um,
Oh, I love that.
they're both probably very comfortable.
Pays to have your weapons on you, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So you settle in,
Mhm.
and you feel after you've laid down and begun to rest, try to relax your body, and the swaying of the tram actually is therapeutic in a way. It behaves almost as a lullaby, and you find yourself drifting to sleep faster than you might have expected. And as you do, you feel that prodding at your mind. You feel the magical ebb and flow of the weave twisting, and a wisdom save should happen. Do you
She
forego it?
allows it to happen because she knows it's coming.
Okay.
Hopefully, he's not going to be a dick about this.
As you fall asleep, you open your eyes to see a familiar place.
Ooh.
As you open your eyes in this small slice of the Shadowfell,
Is Lily here?
you don't see
It'd be
Lily,
nice if she was. Oh, heck.
but you do see a massive shadowy figure prodding between the trees. The enormous black fox. As it's walking, you hear in your mind, the Shadowfell. Curious.
Hello, Hushen. This is typically the place where I interact with Adora. I guess it's just has a special connection to me or her or us.
This is your mind's neutral landscape.
I wonder what that says about me.
I have guesses.
Well,
What did you
I
wish
don't
to
wanna,
speak about?
I didn't want to waste your time, so let's just get right to it. You probably won't ultimately be very much affected by this, but I would be remiss not to admit my mistake to you. Uh, I understand that you and Adora go back some centuries. I
Yes.
didn't know the extent of that relationship when we first met. I didn't know that relationship at all when we first met, and I was very surprised and scared when you told me that I owed you something. And I left that meeting wondering what the dynamics of our contract were that I didn't remember ever signing or participating in. And the link that I began to grow with Adora meant a lot of recovery of memories for her, so she could not answer me right away what the terms of this agreement between the two of you was. More has become clear to me since then, but before that happened, I made a decision to align myself with Azar Uriel,
Yes.
primarily because I thought that it would annoy you.
You sold your soul for spite. It is something I would
I
have
made a
expected
choice.
of Adora.
She and I think you know this, are not the same person, but we are intrinsically linked together.
You are
And
images of each other. You are a
Yes.
magical imprintation of her soul upon another.
Yes. So, I do have access to her memories, and I did see, after I made the pact, that you worked very closely together. You worked very
Yes,
well together, as far as I could tell.
we cooperated.
I wish that I had understood that when I made my choice. I wish I had understood the terms of your contract with her before I made that choice, but I didn't have my half of the contract, and you weren't forthcoming with yours.
If only it were so simple.
Right. So what has happened has happened. I regret making my choice out of spite because I feel like I was operating without complete information. And I was upset with you. But that's not the case anymore. And you probably don't care that I was upset with you, but I just wanted you to understand what my thought process was.
Um,
This gigantic devil fox lost for words.
Hushen looks at you. Giant, burning red eyes, narrowed. And he says, You swore a pact with the Prince of Secrets because you were upset with me.
I
And
guess so.
you are apologizing to me for that decision.
I guess so.
That is not a thing I would expect Adora to do.
We are different people.
Clearly.
I will say, had you been more forthcoming, this is not blame. I want to make that clear. This is not blame. Had you been more forthcoming with the terms of the contract, I still, Lorna, would not have wanted to do it because I'm not in the business of sacrificing souls if I could help it. I would have done what I could have to end or satisfy the contract between us in a way that did not require getting you souls. In this case, I made a deal with Vicar to get out of the contract. I've done something else ultimately to get out of the contract. This is just how it happened, given the circumstances.
When Adora perished, when she and her soul was split, and you were made, her connection to her sacrarium was severed, as was mine. The souls within that sacrarium, I am unaware of what has happened to them. But the goal was for those souls to be channeled through her with each casting of her spell.
Nightingale's rebirth?
Yes. When my connection was severed, I had no control over where the souls went. Hence, my part of the contract was void. I would not care to demand a sacrifice. I would have preferred a reconnection to the sacrarium. It is a
Of the
moot...
souls already sacrificed.
Yes. It is a moot point. With my connection and Adora's connection severed, it is likely those souls have been seen off to the afterlife.
That makes sense.
Or that sacrarium is among the most haunted locations on Amaranth.
Great. I was planning on returning for some other personal effects.
What is it they say now? Nox be with you, then.
Thank you. I think I've said my piece. I didn't want there to be bad blood that didn't need to be there between us.
You are not accustomed to working with devils.
No. And now I have a pact with one.
Know this. Regret is a quality of people who have an end. Remorse is felt by those who worry about the time they have left.
I see.
I hope this has been replenishing for you.
And I hope you understand me a little better.
I understand that you are very different from Adora. That you are a completely unique person from her. And my judgments should be waylaid in lieu of learning new ones. I am a professional. I do not hold your decisions against you in regards to my line of work or the Arcaniums. I sensed you were wary last you appeared. Were you a devil, and you had slighted me, I would have ended you. But you are immortal, and you answer to a higher being now. In other words, not my problem.
Lorna just nods.
Has this been clarifying?
Yes. Thank you for hearing me out. Can I just put an insight check on her?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think I'll do it, or I'll succeed very well, but maybe. $17.
This seems... He seems slightly amused.
Sure. That's... Of all of the things he could be feeling, I'll take amused. Lorna distinctly remembers him appearing in, like, the dark. Like an ominous, threatening aura. So this is a good improvement to the relationship, I think.
I think I will return to my tasks now.
Of course.
Farewell, Dahlia.
Good night.
And with that, Shen bounds off, and your dream comes to an end. I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. Roll a good 25.
With a 25, you awaken, spry. You slept pretty well.
No one slapped me, so I
no one
consider that
slapped
better
you.
than
You
the
didn't
last
take
time
any
someone
damage.
visited me.
Hold on a minute. A moment. There is a small perfect little square of parchment at rest on the pillow next to your head.
Okay, she'll take it.
It says a list. It says handful of sand, enchanted ink, writing quill, 50 gold pieces worth. And then it's signed Hushen.
What? What?
You get the impression it's an invoice for the spell components of Dream.
Lorna pinches the bridge of her nose.
Across from you, Tier just... That's the best night I've had while moving, I think, ever.
Yeah, it was a good night. See, nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad at all.
Did the paper say 50 gold pieces?
Yes.
She sighs.
What?
To pay that when we get to Augur City.
What is it? Pay what?
I got an invoice for Hushen's time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
He warned me in advance, so 50 gold pieces for that conversation, I guess, is fair.
I mean, if he warned you in advance, he was likely going to charge you no matter what happened, so...
I figured that he would.
What'd you have a
It's
chat
fine.
about?
Just I said sorry.
Okay.
He said, I didn't say it like that, but
I
he
would have
said-
charged you too.
I said sorry for my misunderstanding, and he said, "You're someone else's problem now." And I think we left off on a pretty good note.
You're someone else's problem is not the best note I can imagine, but...
It is if a devil was upset with you and now just seems mildly abused with you.
Alright. So what then?
I
It's
consider
done
this
with?
a win. Yep, that's right. Well, it just means we can go to the Arcanium and I don't have to be sweating through my robes.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Uh-huh. So we're fine when we get to Augur City. We can go straight to the Arcanium. Do we need to do some research before we were gonna pop? Oh, yes, Golden wanted to ask about the Book of Nod. But other than that, I don't think so.
I remember that. And Lois says that she's, like, stirring, but she's still, like, bundled up in the quilt. We have to,
Oh, yeah,
we have
sorry,
to look
hi.
at the Vampire Bible.
The Bible.
Yeah, that's not something... We might find it in the Arcanium, but I don't think we'll be able to read it.
How come?
It's supposed to be only read by vampires, so...
Oh. That does cause some problems.
Like, unless you know a trick or something. I don't know how it can tell. It's a book.
Can Lorna think about that key piece of information and maybe parse a logical conclusion?
I don't understand the question.
I don't want a metagame about how, like, what Penn knows needs to be done to read the Book of Nod, or who needs to be able to read the Book of Nod.
Uh-huh.
Can Lorna come to that conclusion, or should I roll for it?
I don't think there's a way for Lorna to come to that conclusion without
don't think there's a
researching
way.
it.
Okay. then
From
I
what
won't
she
do anything
knows,
about
I don't think she could piece that together.
it. Okay. Then she will wait until they get to the Arcanium and maybe find that information.
Lilith,
Jeremy just don't know. Oh, I know a vampire.
what? Who?
Amanda. Whew. She looks at Tierra and, like, points at him. Do you remember that vampire we bumped into when we were escorting Northamaker to Augur City? No. Yes, to the Moot.
The kid?
She was a vampire. She was probably a full adult. probably older than most people we know.
She looked like a kid. She looked like she was maybe 17. Tops.
Vampire.
Okay.
Vampire.
Yeah, all right. Stop
Yeah.
saying that so loud. Fuck. Yes, I remember.
I could just mess with her. We left on good terms. I let her drink from me. We didn't have any kerfuffle, and
You
she
let
went
her
on her way.
drink
But
from you?
she was hungry.
Lilith, like, looks at you and then looks at Nore. And
I felt pretty good.
Nore's, like, waking up and she's like, don't bring me into this.
Yes, this was a year and some change ago. It was Tara and I had just met. We were just on our first free agency together.
Yeah. She was...
Yeah, I noticed she didn't have a soul, and she was walking with us and like playing this like young woman, young person separated from her family. She was scared and alone, and we were just gonna walk with her. But then when I realized that she was a vampire, I just spoke with her candidly and I said, "Hi, I know you're not being fully truthful. I don't want any problem." And she was like, "Well, I'm hungry," and instead of like having a problem with that and duking it out, I just said, "How about you take a sip and then you're on your way?" And then she did, and then she was on her way.
Okay. So, all right.
So do you think if I ask, "Hi, it's Lorna. Do you remember? How do you read the Book of Nod?" Do you think she'll tell me? It's like a favor.
I mean, maybe. She might not. I don't know. It depends. I mean...
I'm just gonna ask. Hold on.
How the fuck should I know? Like, Lilith is like looking at Tierra as she says that, and Tierra's just, I don't know. Well, maybe.
She's already like, she flipped over the little parchment that Dushen had left.
The
and started scribbling
invoice.
on the back. Yeah.
Okay. Can I just say, as one of the smartest people I've ever met, you could make some really bad decisions?
I think it's all working out, ultimately. And
Sure.
is that not the most important part? It doesn't matter how you get to the solution, as long as you get to the solution.
But
Even
what
if your equation is unorthodox.
It's working out well, but what if that vampire was one of the monstrous ones that was just going to eat you? And you had said, here's...
Well, I think she would have opened with that.
Why?
She wouldn't have needed consent.
They would wait for you to be vulnerable and then make it easier for themselves.
That's what she was going to do, to drink from us without us knowing that she was a vampire. But once I just laid it out for her, she knew that it was either going to be a fight, or she could leave hungry, or she could just take a drink and then leave. And then it worked out.
I wasn't there, but you're never going to convince me that just... At least learn if you can trust a person first before you offer your vital.
She just kind of shrugs and says, "What can I say? I'm still here."
Through stroke of luck, I think.
She's looked back at her parchment and is counting her words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Shit.
Over the table, as a DM, other DMs don't let your players have sending. That shit can get everywhere. It's messy. You never know who you're gonna have to remember.
This is Amanda the vampire. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Sending is so clutch, I don't know what you're talking about. Lorna will send this message to the vampire she remembers from like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Hi, Amanda. It's Lorna. I need to ask a favor so I can help my friend. How do you read the Book of Nod?"
Okay. Right. Let's see. Okay. Okay. You hear Lorna? Ah, the Marigod girl. It's Evelyn, love. You can read
Oh,
the Book of Nod if you'd like, but you'd have to be made kindred.
Evelyn. Lorna kind of, her brow furrows.
Her name was definitely Amanda when you met her.
Yes. Yes, so she's like, oh, that makes sense. But her brow furrows when you have to be made kindred.
She also definitely mentally sounded the same, but a little more mature.
Sure, she's not playing the young girl.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm obviously writing a reply.
Okay. While this is happening in your peripheral, you see the sleeper car door has opened and Tierre has like pulled the table down. The cart has come by and breakfast is set out.
Yeah. Lorna's just still in like her
Yeah.
nightie, just
We're-
like scribbling away.
Well, like eggs and bacon and toast are set out in front of you.
She just absentmindedly nibbles on toast before she finally recasts the spell.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And it goes as follows. Evelyn, that's a beautiful name. This is crucial information. What does it mean to have to be kindred? How does the book know?
okay. You hear in response, "Love, the words mean nothing if you're not kindred. I can turn you if you'd like to read it. The words don't mean anything to a living soul."
To a living soul. The words don't mean anything. Lorna briefly wonders what it would be like to be kindred. That'd be fun. And then she thinks, it'd be rude if I didn't reply. Because she offered. Sending session. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, boom. First try. Lorna sends one more message. Whew, that's all my third levels.
Well spent.
Totally easy day. Lorna just sends, "That's a really generous offer, Evelyn. I'll have to think about it. And about what you've said about the book. It was nice talking again." Words don't mean anything to a living soul.
Okay, you hear, "Of course. Keep in touch, love. And if I learn you gave yourself to be drank by another, I will certainly be very cross."
Aw. She called dibs. Just, aw, shucks. Okay, she looks back. Who's in here?
Your party, so, like, while you were doing all that, the beds were folded down. Tier, Nore, Lilith, and you are all still in there. Anscombe is, like, leaning inside the door and, like, chewing on a piece of bread. And that's it. So, basically, when you... Tier, Nore, and
my
Lilith...
brain was distracted.
Everybody but Skolna and Burke are all in the car with you.
Oh, okay. Lorna kind of, her eyes refocus. Okay, well, I asked the vampire knew, and she gave me kind of an idea. Wait, do the rest of you know what I was doing?
No.
Oh.
We just assumed you were fucking doing something in your head.
I was. Skolna, this is more important for Skolna than anybody else, but I would like to hear your opinions too. Do you know where she is?
Tier says, "She's looking down the hall to see if, there's anybody suspicious that got on."
I think that's a valid concern.
And Lilith turns to him and says, "How did you know that?"
He sees her.
Nore and Lilith, like, glance at Tier, and you can see they look a little impressed. And Tier says, "It's my job to see things."
All right, settle down. Can you grab her real quick?
All right. And Tier just kind of, like, he, like, turns his head towards the door, and he goes, like, a very subtle whistle.
It's a Skolna-specific whistle, like,
yeah.
Hey, come here.
And Skolna does appear, like, underneath Anscombe's arm, like, a few seconds later.
Hey, so I was thinking. I talked to
When
Hushed
it's
last
clear
night.
there's no danger, Skolna looks at Tier with, like, a narrowing of her eyes.
Okay, so apparently you need to make a signal that is, "Hey, come here. There is no danger."
Tier, like, looks back and forth and says, I don't know. I feel like I'm in danger right now.
Well, now you are because you. It doesn't matter, Skolna. We're good for the Arcanium when we get there. There's no issue between me and Hushed anymore. We talked it out. It's fine. That happened last night. That doesn't matter. We're moving on. I talked to this vampire I used to know to ask about the Book of Nod.
Skolna, like, looks bewildered for a moment, and then she says, like, out loud, You knew a vampire?
Only in passing.
It's a long story. I'm sure you'll have lots of good time about it over candies and honey.
It wasn't a long story. We bumped into a vampire. I let her for me, then she went on her way.
You let it drink from you?
Oh.
Alright, you should have just let it go. Off you go, then.
I don't see the point in being dishonest. It was fine. She moved on. This was over a year ago. It's not a problem. I just talked to her. It was good that that we're on good terms because I asked her about the Book of Nod. And she gave me some insight. It was a little cryptic, but I was thinking maybe, and she kind of gestures to the party, we might all be able to put our brain holes together. Brain holes? Brain cells together. And figure out what she meant by it.
Skolna looks, like, incredulous and a little suspicious, but she just nods. And Anscombe behind her says, Okay. What did she say?
There's no reason that she would have lied to me. It was a very good exchange that we had that one time. Anyways, I asked her how we would read the Book of Nod. And she said that the words don't, she said I'd have to be made kindred and that the words don't mean anything to a living soul. What do you make of that?
Anscombe, Tier, and Skolna all three say, It means you have to be turned into a kindred. Or a vampire,
Well, yes.
I guess.
But she didn't say only kindred can read this book. She says a kindred can read this book, but she specified the words don't mean anything to a living soul. So, of course, we all know that kindred are not living.
Yeah.
But does that mean any undead spirit can read?
Skolna's eyes, like, flick to Requiem around your belt.
Go goodish boy. Can Lorna, like, follow her eye contact, like, the direction of her gaze?
Yeah, you spot that she's looked at your familiar.
She will unhook Requiem and, like, lift him up so his little snake head is level with hers. Can you read?
No. I'm sorry. I never needed to learn.
I suppose that does make sense. I think we can workshop this. Can you can see words, same as anything, right?
Maybe?
The scrap of paper that Hushin gave her is getting a lot of mileage. She'll just write the word hello and show it to him. You can see this word, right?
I see paper.
There are 0 words on this paper, buddy. No marks.
I don't see marks on the paper.
Okay, that is a problem in this specific scenario.
I don't see the way you see.
Right, but I can see through your eyes and I can see words.
You
is that
see
because it's my brain?
your vision.
Through you. Do you think if I looked through your vision and you looked at the book, I could probably read it?
I don't know.
We should try that. I think that's a good idea. She is speaking out loud, by the way.
Requiem is
obviously
not.
Requiem's half. Yes, Requiem's half isn't part of this, but she basically says, "Do you think that if I looked through your vision and you looked at the book, I could do that?" So the party knows what she's thinking.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big stretch to assume that she's thinking Requiem, being a Kierkegaard, might be able to read it, but he's also a dog, so it's from what he's saying. I don't see objects well. I see the living and the not living.
That makes sense. Okay. She will look at the rest of the party. If I can't read the Book of Nod through Requiem, what do you think we should do? Should we find someone else who might be able to, like another kindred? Do you think we should not read the book in preparation for this? What do you think, Skolna?
Skolna, taps her, lip as she's thinking. And then she says, maybe we can find a scholar or someone who might know what's in the Book of Nod.
As opposed to just reading it directly, we might be able to just be like, hi. Who would have that information?
We're going to the capital of Aurelia, so there's got to be someone there. It's the biggest city in the country.
That's true. Or even at the Arcanium, instead of looking for the Book of Nod directly, we could find someone's writings on it. Like maybe it's been translated in a way that mortals can read, or parts of it have been.
We don't need to read the whole thing.
It's the part of our weaknesses.
Anything.
So let's ask Kushen about the weaknesses of kindred and see if someone else has written about them.
If he tries to make a deal or a trade, I will do it.
Noted. I don't think it'll have to go that far, but let's make that a last resort, shall we?
Fine.
I know I was the one who impulsively made a deal with a different devil.
This isn't an impulse. I've been thinking about this.
I know, but I think we can do this without having to resort to that.
Okay.
You guys already helped me with my deal with a devil. By the way, we have to do something in Augur City.
Of course we do. I love how you just tack that on the end of things.
That was in relation. That was in relation to the eye of a Tochit that we found in the desert.
Okay.
I asked for a little bit of information about the area, the tomb. It wasn't really a tomb. There was no dead body in it. The hidden ancient location and object within it. I asked for some information, and he responded that also said, by the way, I want you to do something in Augur City. So do you see how it never ends? She kind of directs that at Skolna.
She nods, and Tier says, well, was the information he gave you worthwhile?
I think so, she says with a crumb of copium.
Well, I guess it depends on what we have to do, right? Like, if we have to assassinate someone else, then we'll be on the run. So let's avoid that if we can.
Right. Well, I mean, it's what he wants.
Right,
He's only ever asked me for very reasonable things before.
It went perfectly well one time. That does not necessarily mean it'll go that smooth every time.
Okay, but the most recent thing he asked me to do was give 5 coins, 5 gold pieces. No.
50.
50, thank you. 50 pieces to some random guy outside of Shona, and that was it.
Yeah, I understand the mechanisms of your pact are questionable and confusing, and they can have extremes of both ways. All I'm saying is, let's not assume it's going to be easy peasy, no matter what it is.
Yes, I agree with that.
Also, I know I'm not in a place to do this or anything, but I think deciding that you're willing to make a pact with Hushen just to find some information, I'd rather you didn't. I think that's hasty. And if you've already made up your mind that you're going to sign a deal, that makes it that much easier for him to weasel you into one.
I see the perspective Tyr's coming from. I do think that we need to push. Maybe we don't know what he's capable of, especially in his Arcanium. Maybe it's like Tabernacle, where he can kind of sense your thoughts when you're in his space. So I think push that to the back of your mind so he doesn't know if he can to exploit that desire.
Skolin nods, and then Lilith says, "Well, might not even have to make a deal, or even think about it. We have a good plan, so even if looking into the Book of Nod comes up nil, we're not working with nothing."
Mm-hmm. And he's the archivist, the librarian. He gives out information. I don't see why he'd be withholding with this particular information.
Might be protected.
We'll see.
In the meantime, until that happens, we have 2 more days of this relaxing, beautiful countryside that we can just stare at and not have to walk through. And let me tell you,
Tyr seem antsy?
He looks like he has a lot of energy he doesn't know what to do with. It's clear he's trying to relax and put his feet up, but he keeps fiddling. He looks like he is a ranger that's not being a ranger right now.
I have, obviously let's just keep relaxing and having a really nice low-key time. Tyr, can I talk to you?
Sure. In private, we can go to the other sleeper car.
Yeah.
All right. And he gets up, follows you out.
Yep, she will follow after him.
You head to the other sleeper car.
Hey.
Hi.
You seem tense.
Yeah?
Which is a little funny because we're supposed to be having a nice relaxing time, and I know you're all Mr. Wild and Untamed and used to taking charge of more complicated matters of travel, and we don't have to deal with those right now.
I just find myself uniquely without a purpose right now.
Which is why I have a very good suggestion for you.
Oh, boy.
Are you ready for this? I think you're gonna like it.
Go on, then.
She kind of sidles up to his shoulder and just kind of bumps him, and she says, "Have you considered worshipping Tindra?"
If this is a proposition, you do
I think that there is a very willing participant somewhere on this tram. Super willing participant.
Okay, I need you to know that looking toward the south side of the tram does not help me at all. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about. She kind of she does her fingers in the direction that Skolna's horns point, on her head.
You think I should make a move on Skolna?
Lorna gestures Doug, you idiot.
Right now?
She shrugs. Well, we got a long tram full day and 2 empty sleeping cars. She just shrugs.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Why not?
I mean, she seems real intense on this Kostrix deal. She seems very focused.
That she could use an outlet too.
Well, sure, but I mean, there's
a little tension break before the storm. Tyr, she's been so into you for so long.
That's why it's a problem, Lorna.
I don't understand.
Okay, let me put it this way. If she's emotionally attached to me, and then we do the deed, which I'm in favor of, but it's gonna make things sticky. Not in a literal way. That came out wrong. Like, if Corsorix knows that she and I are attached, I'm worried he might use that against her.
I see what you're saying. We're going to surprise the fuck out of him. He's not going to know what hit him. And 2, you might not even be in that fight because of the whole pay off the guards, might be arrested. Remember? You're the one that's going to be doing that.
Sure, but I mean, are we planning on me being in prison?
No, but I'm just saying there's a chance that you won't even be there. I just don't see how he could... He's not like a... I get what you're saying. I think it's a great idea. I'm just saying, I think that you could both use it.
To be fair, you also thought feeding a strange vampire your blood was a good idea.
And it only worked out, Tier. I think you guys need to trust that sometimes my gut is so dead on.
I'll think about it. I will think about it, okay?
I mean, just important that I think you should acknowledge is that when we were dealing with that poor undead guy trapped outside that demon lair, that when I suggested trying to Tinja for a little guidance, she was like, I'll do it. Like, come on, man.
Okay. I mean...
And that was what she just thought, like, that might be the only chance she's gonna get. Like, if you made the move. Lorna's like, 2 + 2 = 4, you idiot. Like, what are you doing?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. I have my Vicar boon today and 3 inspos. I'm gonna land this train. Ooh, I rolled so good. 27. That was without the boon.
I'll see how she's feeling. I'll talk to her. But I'm not making a move if the vibe doesn't feel right, okay?
Sure.
And more than that, I'm not making a move if I think this is something that we're gonna regret.
Obviously, this is clearly a thing that's between you two. I just feel like...
You seem quite interested in butting in then.
Because I love both of you. You are both my best friends. You are my male best friend. She is my female best friend. And I know that you'd be so good together. I know she's crazy about you. I know she knows everything about you that she needs to know to make informed consent on this matter. I don't think that if you're used to people getting into an entanglement with you and then maybe feeling a certain way about your broadness of affection, I don't think that's a problem for her. I think she knows.
I care for her deeply, and the last thing I want to do is hurt her. And by opening up, she makes herself vulnerable. And I understand why she'd be cautious about that, especially considering what we're about to go do. I'll talk to her.
Okay. I really want her to be happy. And I feel like she stops herself from feeling happy far too often.
You've said your piece.
I did. Goodbye.
You're a dork.
She'll give him a little kiss on the cheek and then skip out the door.
You leave Tier with a lot to think about as you head out of the sleeper car. Well, you have made an argument. I didn't expect you to do that.
I don't know, you just seemed a little tense. Sometimes you just have to persuade your friends to bang. Like, they need to get it out of the way.
I guess. Okay.
Lorna will spend her time anywhere but the sleeper cars.
Okay. You have a lot of time to kill.
Oh yeah. She'll read, she'll Was she transcribing a spell? I cannot for the life of me fucking remember.
That's on you to remember, man.
I know, that's my bad. Ah well. She vibes.
Okay.
She just enjoys her trip. She truly just wants everyone to have a good time.
Okay. The trip continues. The tram continues its way, and the scenery outside the Silver Express kind of grows greener as you're heading southwards through the Golden Marches, out through what looks like it's almost turning into plains and highlands, but they're not wet enough, so it's more like it's like the savannah. Immediately, several miles off to what would be your right, you can see the Rimwood bordering off in the distance. Tall trees, some of them so massive that they break up the silhouette of the horizon. And then to your left, you just see the savanna of these plains and grass and weeds and shrubs that break up the horizon nearby, but then they break away into hills and then desert and dunes beyond that. And it's very dichotomous, looking both ways. And the atmosphere as you're traveling is pleasant, as you always have a snack or food or drink available to you. Your party, most of the time, a lot of your party members, specifically Lilith and Anscombe, spend a lot of time sleeping. Anscombe does admit, he's like, it's kind of weird not to have, like, I do calisthenics every morning and stuff, and I think Ilrad would kick my ass if he knew I wasn't keeping up on it while we were on the tram. There's just not enough room.
I can't believe they don't have a full gym on board.
I mean, you'd think they could fit it somewhere. There's room for everything else on here.
Oh, you'll make up for it. It's nice to have a vacation.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. And these benches are comfy. He says as he, like, puts his head back.
Oh, he passes out again.
Yeah. You know, it seems like it's a time for your whole party to decompress.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything you want to do during this day of travel?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Then we proceed onward. It is the evening. Let me go ahead and change the theme here.
Also, anytime Lorna sees either Skolna or Tyr, she is actively trying to, like, perceive if something's gone down or not. She's a nosy little shit.
They're both really hard to read.
Yeah, but there's a chance.
You can roll an insight check.
Okay.
Skolna, you don't see a lot, period.
I rolled a 28, and I'm just gonna Vicar Boon that.
Okay.
Is this like an overarching, like, day check?
It can be.
I'll take it. So it's 28. Jesus. Plus a d10. 5, so 33. Anytime she sees either of them, she's just kind of, like, peeking over at, like, the top of her book.
The first half of the day, whenever you see Tyr and he catches you peeking, he just, like, looks square at you.
And she just pulls the book just back
yeah.
over her face.
As the suns are setting, well, you don't see Skolna, period.
Yeah.
But around, like, maybe 7 or 8 in the evening, you do catch a glimpse of Tyr, and he looks anxious. Like he's anticipating something.
Uh-huh.
And when it comes to dark out, it's like 9:30 at night, Anscombe, like, as everybody's, like, starting to get ready to go to bed, Anscombe, like, is near you, and he says, I need to bunk with you guys tonight.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. There's noises coming from that sleeper car, and it's locked, so...
Are they fighting?
That ain't the noises I'm hearing.
Let's go.
Definitely
Let's
an
go to
F
bed.
word, but not fighting.
Let's go to bed. How about you and I share, and she'll look at Nora and Lilith. Are you good to share a bed?
Nora glances at Lilith, and then she says, it's gonna be a little cramped, but it's fine.
Be more cramped with this big guy.
Lilith looks at Anscombe and then at you, and she says, if I hear any fucking hanky-panky, I'm killing both of you.
Well, not from this car, you won't.
Yeah, what's going on?
Don't know. Does anyone want to play cards?
Nora just
Money.
looks at you and says, sure, I could use a distraction.
Can I inside check Nora?
Sure. Go ahead.
And I use my 33.
No, you'd have to roll a new
Damn
one.
it.
Yeah, you might actually read her
A
at the
natural
33.
one. No, I'm gonna re-roll that with an inspo.
Okay,
I only use them for important stuff.
100%.
Damn, why didn't I save my boon for this? Okay, try again. Let's go. Come on. Better, 19.
Nora does not seem... So she's really fucking hard to read. But you can be... You know that she doesn't appear angry.
Okay.
That's what you get, is she's not...
I know her well enough to know when, like, she's holding back
Yeah.
seething rage or not.
You don't
That's
know what
good.
she's feeling, but it's clearly not, like, she's not bitter.
Okay. Fantastic. Lorna will do her utmost to keep Nora knows what's going on, but to keep Lilith particularly distracted, she'll like offer bets on card games, like gold pieces to
Sure.
keep everything interesting. And she'll even like, can they call for like bottles of wine to be supplied?
Yeah, you just get charged for them.
Yeah. Sure.
They're more than the
she'll make this a fun
complimentary,
evening
so-
for everybody in their car.
Sure. Eventually, you drink enough wine that you and your group in the sleeper car are drunk.
Yeah, I was having a good time.
You play cards. You settle in to rest. It's like 11 at night when you finally like put the candle out and start settling in to go to bed. Roll me a wisdom save at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you're drunk.
Okay. I rolled pretty good. A 19 was my lower roll.
Okay. As you settle
Please don't say
in...
don't worry about it.
No. As you settle in to sleep, well, something happens. I know, terrifying. You awaken not to a bed, but to a floor of cold marble, smooth, reflective, and impossibly bright beneath your feet. A haze rolls across it, heavy and silver, smelling faintly of wax and perfume. Above, chandeliers drip molten light from a dozen candles. Around you, tiered balconies rise into darkness, filled with motionless figures and finery, masks gleaming pale in the fog. They do not breathe and they don't blink, yet somehow you feel all their attention sharpen onto you like knives. A sound cuts the stillness. Steel being drawn slowly. Just shrink. You look down, and your hand is already holding a rapier. The hilt is unfamiliar, gilt and ornate, its blade thin and trembling as you hold it out before you. You have no idea what to do with it. It feels like it feels like a stranger's hand has gripped yours, guiding your fingers into a pose you've never learned. And then he steps forward from the mist. Jacques Decor. Tall, poised, The immaculate ghost of a gentleman. His jacket gleams blue and white under the chandeliers. Every button polished to perfection. Roll me a history check.
Okay. So when Lorna saw herself drawing the rapier, did she recognize her hands? Like,
They're her
Or,
hands. It's you.
so, like, okay, all right. History, you said.
Yes.
19.
This is what he looks like as he stands before you.
Okay. So he's not wearing a mask, but everybody else is?
Yes. You know him. He visited many of your father's parties, or rather was at the ones you witnessed whenever you were pulled along to them. A fencing master, an Aurelian proudly claiming to have been the best duelist within Deva Major, and one of the leading sons of the Decor family. You remember the name as they are famous for owning vast lands within Davis Split. In his right hand he carries a slender rapier, the blade glowing with a dull orange heat, as if it remembers the forge that birthed it. He bows, deeply, dramatically, as though greeting a peer. And when he straightens, that smile already burns at the edges of mockery. Ah, Dahlia, I have been waiting for you. How tragic you've come, uninvited, to a dance you do not know. And as he finishes that, the whole audience of masks exhales as one, a ripple of applause, but it makes no sound. He advances.
What?
One measured step, then another, the tip of his sword tracing lazy circles in the air, glowing faintly through the mist. No salute? Or do you have no manners? Very well. I shall begin. And he lunges.
Why?
He reacts you react purely on instinct. Flinching aside, your blade clattering against his with a ringing note. The shock rattles up your arm like lightning. You retreat, and he laughs. A soft, genuine laugh that drips with condescension. A fine start. It resembles defense if one squints. Perhaps, if you survive 3 steps, I will teach you where to put your feet. The air thickens. The chandeliers sway as if stirred by unseen wind. Each time he moves, the world obeys him. The fog bends, the reflections twist. Your vision doubles for a heartbeat. He circles you like a cat before a cornered bird. You realize the blade in your hand, it hums, faintly resonant, as if waiting for you to remember something that you've never learned. Come now, Jacques purrs. Even a dream should know how to dream itself fierce. Show me you deserve this stage. And the audience leans forward, mannequins in perfect unison, the sound of countless fabrics of noble finery creaking. And you swing, wild, desperate, and he slides past the strike, effortless like a page turning itself. No. Such anger ruins a posture. Again, with grace this time, pretend you were born civilized. And he punctuates each taunt with a flick of the sword, carving ribbons of orange light through the mist, each one stopping just short of your skin. The last stroke sings across your sleeve, cutting cleanly without pain, and the cloth smolders faintly as flame catches where the blade touched it. Ah, there it is, art, finally. A pity it is mine and not yours. He lowers the blade, bowing once more, half in jest. Do not despair, mademoiselle. Even the puppet may learn the steps before the strings burn away. The chandeliers flare, too bright. The reflection on the marble blooms like a sunburst blinding white. The air fills with the sound of applause that isn't sound. It's a rushing, hollow roar, like a tidal wave crashing around you. And when the light fades, Jacques is already behind you, his voice close, almost whispering. Shall we try again? And in this moment, Lorna, I need you to roll initiative.
Bro, what the fuck is happening? So this is the guy from Lorna's past.
Yes,
that
you
she,
remember him.
like, remembers seeing.
Yes.
But like, they didn't have any real conversations.
Not at all.
Not to warrant this shit.
No.
Okay, I'll register.
He also knows
I
your
guess.
name. Your real
Uh-huh.
name, apparently. In this
Yeah.
dream that is happening to you right now.
It is definitely happening to me.
Yes.
15, pretty good.
With this rapier you don't know how to use, Jacques Decour steps back from behind you away as he goes first. And he thrusts forward with his own gleaming orange rapier. As he thrusts forward. That is where we're going to stop tonight's session.
What? You can't edge me like this.
I gotta, I'm afraid.
What is his problem with me? I don't know you, bro.
Thank you for
You're
playing me
being mean to
tonight.
me.
I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good time. I really enjoyed running this for you. And for those of you who are at home or at work watching, hi Pen, hi Sleepy, hi Emily, hi Class, hi everybody else, we love you all, and I wish you a good night.